As we get older, it's strange how even the smallest things can start to feel like big risks. Things we didn't even think about in our younger years, like stepping off a curb, walking across a shiny kitchen floor, or catching our balance after turning too quickly, they suddenly make us feel just a little unsure. And it's not because we're weak. It's because we're wise enough to know what's at stake. In this video, we're going to go over 6 walking habits that can help you feel more stable, more balanced, and more confident with every step. These tips come straight from physical therapists and aging experts who work with people just like you every day. Before we begin, I'd love to know, what part of the country are you watching from today? Drop your city or state in the comments below. And if you've picked up any walking tips or home tricks that help you stay steady, share them too. Your advice might be the very thing someone else needed to hear today. 1. Head position awareness. Now, I know a lot of us tend to look down when we're walking. It feels safer, right? You want to see where you're stepping, especially if the ground is uneven or you're indoors where rugs or cords might trip you. And that makes sense. But here's the thing, when your head is always tilted down, the rest of your body starts to follow. Your shoulders roll forward, your back rounds, and your whole posture starts to lean. Over time, that puts your balance at risk without you even noticing. Your head actually works like a steering wheel. Wherever it goes, the rest of your body tends to follow. So, if it's pointing downward all the time, your center of gravity shifts forward too. That makes your steps feel less steady, your reaction time a little slower, and your chances of missing something in your path go up. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? You try to be careful by looking down, but in doing that, your body gets thrown off balance. There's a simple solution that many physical therapists recommend. It's called the 20-80 rule. What that means is, try to keep your eyes and head looking forward about 80% of the time, and only glance down with your eyes the other 20%. Just enough to stay aware of your steps, but not so much that your posture collapses. If you're walking around your house, or even just going down the hallway, try focusing your eyes about 10 to 15 feet ahead of you, not at your feet. Keep your chin up, your neck relaxed, and let your shoulders stay open. You'll notice that your balance improves and your steps feel more natural. It's not about ignoring the ground completely, it's about letting your posture support you instead of working against you. And this small habit? It can help you feel more confident, steady, and in control, whether you're walking through your kitchen or down the sidewalk. 2. Arm swing rhythm. You might think walking is all about your legs. And yes, your legs do the heavy lifting, but your arms? They're like your built-in stabilizers. When you walk, your arms are meant to swing in a natural rhythm. Right leg forward, left arm swings forward. Then left leg, right arm. It's a pattern your body learned way back when you were a child, and it's been working quietly in the background ever since. But here's what can happen with age. That rhythm starts to fade. Sometimes it's due to stiff shoulders. Sometimes it's because you're always carrying something, maybe a bag, a cane, or holding onto railings. And sometimes, it's fear. When you're afraid of falling, your whole body tightens up. You stop swinging your arms and start walking like you're bracing for a fall, stiff, rigid, cautious. But the problem is, that stiffness actually makes things worse. It throws off your natural balance and makes your steps feel more awkward. So, here's what to do: become aware of your arms again. The goal isn't to swing like you're in a marching band, just allow a gentle, natural movement. Keep your elbows soft. Let your hands move slightly with your steps. If one arm feels weaker or stiffer, that's okay. Focus on the one that moves more freely. Even swinging just one arm helps your body stay more centered. Some folks find it helpful to count steps along with arm swings, 1, 2, 1, 2, just to get the rhythm back. Others like to practice marching slowly in place while standing near the kitchen counter or a sturdy chair. It's not about speed, it's about connection. Reconnecting your upper body to your lower body so everything works together. And here's a bonus: when your arms move, your steps tend to feel lighter, more confident, and less tense. You're not just walking anymore, you're walking with rhythm, balance, and trust in your body. 3. Heel-to-toe landing. Over the years, many older adults start to change the way their feet land. Without even realizing it, they begin putting their whole foot down flat at once, or sometimes even landing toe first. At first, it might feel safer, like you're being extra careful. But what it really does is throw off your balance and make you more likely to trip or shuffle. You see, your body is built to walk in a natural rolling motion, heel first, then the middle of the foot, and finally pushing off with your toes. This is called the heel-to-toe pattern, and it helps your body stay aligned, absorb shock, and keep your steps smooth. But when you skip that heel-first step, maybe because of stiff joints, weak ankles, or fear of falling, the motion gets choppy. Your steps become shorter, your muscles don't activate properly, and you're more likely to catch your toe on something like a rug or a small bump in the floor. Over time, it can also wear down your knees and hips because they're not getting the support they need from your stride. Here's a simple way to bring back that healthy heel-to-toe motion. Practice walking slowly across a safe, flat space in your home, maybe the hallway or living room. As you walk, pay close attention to how your foot touches the ground. Try to let your heel land first, then gently roll forward to your toes. If you want extra feedback, walk barefoot across a towel or rug. This helps you really feel the difference in each step, and your body will start to remember the pattern. No need to take long or fast strides, small, slow, and steady is all you need. Just a few minutes of this practice a day can help retrain your feet and muscles. It might feel a little strange at first, but soon enough, your steps will feel smoother, stronger, and more grounded. And that's one more way you can walk with confidence, one healthy step at a time. 4. The power of small steps. It sounds too simple to matter, right? But shortening your stride just a little can make a big difference in how steady and safe you feel when you walk. A lot of us grew up walking with long strides. It felt efficient, even strong. But as we get older, those longer steps can quietly start working against us. Here's what happens: when you take a big step, your foot reaches far out ahead of your body. That throws your balance off. Your center of gravity shifts backward, which makes it harder for your body to stay stable, especially if something unexpected happens, like a slippery floor, a sudden turn, or a crack in the sidewalk. And when you're caught off guard, you have less time to react. Shorter steps, on the other hand, help keep your weight centered. That gives you more control, quicker reactions, and better balance. You're also more likely to lift your feet properly instead of dragging them, which means fewer chances of catching a toe or stumbling on small objects. Another benefit? If you use a cane or walker, small steps make it easier to keep your body and the device moving together. You're not overreaching or pulling yourself off balance. Everything stays more in sync. Here's a little trick to try: walk across the room and count how many steps you take in 10 seconds. Then do it again, but with slightly smaller, quicker steps. If the number goes up, that's a good sign. It means your stride is shorter, and your steps are more controlled. This habit doesn't require strength. It just requires awareness. Whether you're walking to the kitchen or strolling in the park, keeping your steps small and steady can reduce the risk of falls and help you feel more secure. 5. Core strength is balance strength. Most people think balance comes from the legs, and while your legs do play a big part, the real power for staying steady starts in the middle of your body, your core. Now, when you hear core, you might picture young people at the gym doing crunches or planks. But that's not what we're talking about here. For older adults, core strength doesn't mean six-pack abs. It simply means having enough strength in your stomach, lower back, and hips to keep your body upright and stable as you move. When your core muscles are strong, your posture naturally improves. You don't slump forward as easily. You don't feel like you're going to topple over when you stand up or turn. But when the core is weak, often from years of sitting more and moving less, your balance takes a hit. That's when you start relying on furniture, walls, or canes just to feel steady. And that can make everyday activities feel harder than they need to. The good news is that building core strength doesn't take much. You don't need equipment. You don't need to lie on the floor. And you don't need to work up a sweat. Just a few small, gentle movements done throughout your day can start to wake up those important muscles again. Here's one simple exercise: stand near a sturdy chair or kitchen counter. Gently lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Hold it for about 5 seconds, then lower it and switch feet. Keep your posture tall and try to engage your stomach muscles just a little as you balance. Another one? When you're brushing your teeth or standing at the sink, pull your belly in slightly, not sucking in hard, just enough to feel a gentle tightening, and hold it for a few seconds. Nobody can even tell you're doing it, but your muscles will feel it. These little efforts, done regularly, add up over time. You'll start to feel more glued to the ground, in a good way. Your steps will feel firmer, your turns will feel steadier, and your body will feel more in control. 6. Awareness of floor patterns and transitions. Let's talk about something most people overlook: the floor beneath your feet. Not the big stuff like shoes or rugs you can see clearly, but the small, quiet changes that can catch you off guard when you least expect it. You'd be surprised how many falls happen not because of clutter or stairs, but because someone didn't notice a slight change in the surface they were walking on. A smooth tile after a soft carpet. A shadow that makes a step look flat. A clean kitchen floor that looks dry but is actually a little slick. These small changes don't seem like a big deal, until they are. As we age, our depth perception and reaction time slow down just a bit. That's perfectly normal, but it means your brain takes a little longer to process what your eyes are seeing. So when you move from one surface to another, from a hallway to a bathroom, from sunlight into a dim room, your body might not be fully ready for the shift. That tiny delay can affect your balance. Here's a habit that can help: start naming the floor in your mind as you walk. If you step onto a rug, just quietly think, rug. If you're about to go down a step, say, step down. If you're walking into the kitchen, think, tile. It sounds almost too simple, but it gives your brain a split-second head start. And that's often all you need to stay upright and balanced. Another tip: be especially cautious with glossy floors. They can reflect light in a way that confuses your eyes, making it hard to judge if the surface is level or slippery. And if you wear bifocals, remember that looking down can slightly distort your view of the floor, especially on stairs or curbs. It's okay to pause, reset your eyes, and then move forward. Also, when you walk from a bright area into a darker room, like from a sunny porch into a hallway, take 1 second to stop. Let your eyes and brain catch up. That pause can make the difference between a smooth step and a sudden slip. Here's the truth no one really says out loud: one of the hardest parts of getting older isn't just the physical stuff. It's the worry that comes with it. The fear of falling. The fear that one wrong move could take away your freedom. That fear, even when it's quiet, can weigh heavily on your shoulders. It can keep you from doing the things you used to enjoy. It can make you second-guess every step you take, even in your own home. But I want you to hear this loud and clear: you have more control than you think. Absolutely. We can add a 7th point that fits naturally with the rest of the script, stays senior-friendly, and focuses on something small but powerful to improve walking safety. Here's a great additional point. 7. The role of footwear. Support starts at the ground. One thing that often gets overlooked when it comes to balance and walking safely is what's on your feet. The kind of shoes you wear can either help you feel grounded and steady, or make things riskier than they need to be. Now, a lot of older adults wear whatever feels comfortable, and that's important. But comfort alone isn't enough. Some shoes may feel soft but actually don't give you the support your feet and ankles need. Others might be worn down from years of use, with smooth soles that can easily slip on tile or hardwood. And some, especially slippers, are just too loose and don't stay on your feet the way they should. The right pair of shoes can do a lot more than you think. It can improve your posture, reduce fatigue, and even reduce joint pain. Most importantly, it can keep you safer from falls. Here's what to look for. A firm sole that doesn't bend too much in the middle. A non-slip bottom, look for shoes with a good tread or grip. Closed heels and toes, no flip-flops or loose sandals. A secure fit, shoes that won't slide off or cause you to shuffle. If you're walking around the house, even then, supportive shoes matter. Walking barefoot or in soft socks might feel nice, but it increases your chances of slipping, especially on smooth floors. And it's not about buying something expensive. There are plenty of affordable walking shoes made just for seniors, with easy Velcro straps, breathable materials, and extra cushioning where it counts. Some local stores even have specialists who help fit shoes for foot issues like bunions or swollen ankles. Here's something you can try: take a good look at your current shoes. Are the soles worn down? Do they slide on smooth floors? Do they bend too easily in the middle? If so, it might be time to replace them, not just for comfort, but for your safety and peace of mind. The 6 habits we've talked about today: being aware of your head position, letting your arms move, walking heel to toe, taking smaller steps, building gentle core strength, and paying attention to floor changes. These are not big, dramatic changes. They're simple, natural adjustments that help your body move the way it's meant to. No gym memberships, no equipment, and no need to wait for the right time. You can start today. Right now. Right where you are. I'd love to know, was there one tip today that stood out to you? Maybe something you hadn't thought about before, or something you're going to try tomorrow? Leave a comment below and share it. Your story, your thought, it might be just the encouragement someone else needed to hear today. And I do read them. Truly, they mean a lot. And if this helped you even a little bit, please take a second to like the video, subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend or loved one. You never know whose day you might brighten with a small reminder like this. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Be kind to your body. Take your steps with awareness, strength, and purpose, because you're not done moving forward. You're just getting started.